Man, alright, I ain't gonna fix the focus on this either. I ain't got time. Uh, I'm gonna just answer a couple of questions y'all got out there that was pretty quick. So just to give y'all an update on what's going on, so y'all be in the know. Uh, some questions y'all threw out there. It was a lot of them, but y'all was asking me about some fight about Adrian Bronner. Like, what do I think of him? Is he the next Floyd Mayweather? I think Adrian Bronner's gonna be okay. Once he gets to the level where I think well, Floyd, they need somebody on HBO right now to build so the fans can get attached to. In this new era of boxing where social media is king, he fits. His boxing skills are decent. I think he's a little bit hesitant. It's like a skilled basketball player who don't really know what to do when the game is on the line or he's got to close the game out. Sometimes it's hard for him to figure out what he's going to do next or how he can go about getting his opponent out there. I still think he's kind of easy to get hit. I'd love to see what he does when he's in there with a guy with power. And this one's from Ireland. They want to know what did I think about Andy Lee's chances of beating Chavez Jr. And I think his chances are great. I mean, that fight is really a 50-50 fight. The reason why is because Andy Lee's a big guy. He's a big middleweight. So even though his punches are wide and a lot of people think that he's just easy to get hit, but so is Chavez Jr. Chavez Jr. doesn't really move his head. Doesn't really do too much anyway. I'm just interested to see him fight Sergio Martinez because that's a style that he wouldn't be able to deal with all the movement Sergio would give him. You know, Chavez Jr. needs a stable target in front of him. You know, so I'm rooting for Andy Lee. Anybody against Chavez Jr. Okay. And I don't know what's going on with that speaker. I hope it come out. They're doing some alien stuff right now. People were talking about the Shane Mosley training that they showed today where he was working the mids. And I'm glad they did that because this is the first time we've seen Shane Mosley really do anything since the press conference when they just announced the fight. And I'm like, well, why don't they show them too? You know, instead of them just promoting the one big fight that's already sold basically. They still got another venue to try to sell, so they got to promote this Mosley fight as well. You know, they putting this in like Staples. So they got to go out there and sell that venue. At least I think they putting it in Staples, if I'm not mistaken. I got to go back and check that out again to be completely sure. But I think that is at Staples. I don't know. I think it's on undercard, but I think it's at Staples. And then they're going to do the two events just like last time. And what was that? Oh, yeah, well, the Mayweather, why he didn't come to the chat. Well, the problem was when Mayweather was supposed to come to the chat room the other day, he sent a message saying he was trying, he was busy. He apologized that he wasn't able to do it, but the guy got 24/7. He's got USADA. He's got to train, and he's got other media obligations that he got to do from Swanson's communications, and that lady that looks like she's the emperor. Yeah, she really runs things like the emperor. So I don't know if we're gonna get him. It might be after the fight, but he's normally a man of his word. So I guarantee we probably have him shortly or soon after or sometime after. You know, we got a good rapport with them. Let's see what else you guys have that's relevant. Brandon Rios and Marquez. Who do I got in that fight? If the fight ever takes place, that's a hard fight, man. That's really hard. Because Marquez knows so much. He knows so many styles. He knows what to do. But I think Rios fights a different type of style to where Marquez would be neutralized more than it would Brandon Rios. What Marquez would want to do would be taken away by Rios. And he's a young, big guy. But Marquez is a hard puncher, and he's very smart. And when Brandon starts trying to rest, or he starts leaning his head over a little bit too much, and he gets too deep and leaning too far, it could be like Juan Diaz fight all over again. So I just thought I'd give you a little taste now. And for those who didn't, y'all saw the little Cotto video. I hooked y'all up with showing y'all the trailer with this guy is training, and I'm showing you he didn't gave away his game plan, and y'all still sitting up there. That ain't the game plan. Y'all don't even know what you're seeing. That's how I know that you didn't know what you were talking about. So I'm gonna do something for y'all that I've done before. I'm gonna point it out to you visually so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay? And I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, Jack. This is the same strategy Freddie Roach had laid out for Manny Pacquiao to fight against Floyd Mayweather. What you just seen was the same strategy that was for Manny Pacquiao to use against Floyd Mayweather by Freddie Roach. So that's why it was laughable to me, because I'm like, oh man, it's the same thing when I'm watching it, because I already know Freddie's game plan for fighting Mayweather. I already know it. I was holding on to it, and I wasn't going to put it out there because I said, why do that? If the fight ever gets made, then we'll go there. But the fight never got made. So for 3 years straight, I've already known his fight game plan. It wasn't going to change. But just hold that down, and then I'm gonna show it to you visually.